boy down here in the state of Tennessee. Some of you guys probably know me. Some of you guys, probably didn't follow me. Did duets with my videos. So today, guys, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. I'm gonna call this. Now I know I said that it was gonna be the how to format your content, but I decided to call this the 5 shares of your content. And that just means that these are 5 things that you want to be sharing in your content. Now, I will say this, Michelle did this is all the and this is in the training, the implementing storytelling, guys. That is a phenomenal training. So this is almost kind of like that, but I like to this is how I do mine. So you can copy this if you want. It's just very important. And I will say this, everybody, all the top earners are using this in their content. They're just using it to how they want to do it to their own way. So first and foremost, guys, let's jump into it. So the first thing, guys, I want to say in your content, what you want to be doing is you want to be using a good hook. It is so important, guys. Michelle always talks about creating content that stops the scroll. Every morning that I create my content, I go straight to the content vault, and I go through the different content vault, and I just kind of figure out what type of hook I want to use. There's been times I've YouTubed the hook as well. Like I just typed in on YouTube, like good hooks for TikTok, right? You'll come up with a variety of things. And the reason why you want to have a good hook is because, guys, if you're promoting on any platform, especially TikTok, you only have like 1 to 2 seconds to stop the scroll. So you want to make sure that you're using a hook that can stand out. Like, prime example, I may use something like, how would you like to trade in a 40 to 60 hour work week for a 2-hour work day? Like, just, it could be anything, guys, something to stop the scroll. So I want to start right there saying you want to have a good hook, right? Now I want to get off into my shares. And I want to say this is a good motto. Michelle says this a lot, guys. Facts tell, but stories sell. Guys, you want to be sharing your story in your content. This is like the lifeline of this business in your content. You want to be sharing your story because you want people to grow to like you, know you, and trust you. There's over 5 billion people who come to social media, and let's say if you're promoting this business and you're talking about the 900 a day or whatever, and that's all good, and people are just going to be like, okay, cool, and they're just going to keep on scrolling. But you got to understand, when you're sharing your story, you're allowing your audience to get an idea of who you are. Like, prime example, everybody knows my story. I was a welder. I got fired. I was homeless, and then I came into the online space. Guys, I've had so many people who joined me who were welders. So many people who joined me who were homeless, people who done lost their jobs, got fired. And that's because I have shared that story in my content, and people can relate to that content. This is also a part of, I think, the 5-step method that Michelle talks about in her content as well, about being relatable in your content. So you want to share your story because you got to understand that whatever you're going through, whatever your story is, you are not the only person who are doing that. You're not the only person that's living paycheck to paycheck. You're not the only person who's a truck driver and want to spend more time with their family. Those are other people out there in the world who can relate to you. And once they start relating to you guys, as you start staying consistent, that's when they'll start to like you, know you, and trust you, guys. You'll start to build a community of people who like you, know you, and trust you. When someone goes to your content, whatever you're doing, if you're on TikTok, after they watch like 2 or 3 of your videos, they should already know who your story. They should already know what your story is. They should have an idea of who you are. If they've watched 3 videos and they're still trying to figure out who you are, that means you're not sharing your story enough in your content. Now, I'm not saying you have to be like 99, 100% sharing everything, but you want to keep reminding people who you are. Say your name. Like, I'm like, hey guys, after I use my hook, I may say something like, hey guys, if you don't know who I'm Darrell, or whatever. I may say, hey, you don't know who I'm Darrell. I'm just an old country boy down here in Tennessee. I found it. You just want to let people know. You just want to let people know who you are. I may say, I'm always introducing myself. I may say, hey, my name is Darrell Hannah. If you're new here, I used to work as a welder. I'm always sharing my story. So anybody can watch 2 to 3 of my videos. They're going to know who my story is. Your story is everything in your content, guys. I actually took notes too. Let me see. Okay. So that's share number 1, sharing your story. Again, Michelle says it a lot. Facts tell, but stories sell, guys. Your story is everything. And that's also your why as well. So whatever your why is, guys, that's just your story. Share your why. Whatever your why is, that is your story. Tell people about your story. Tell people about that, because you want people to be relatable with you. That's how they're going to grow to like you, know you, and trust you. They're going to be like, okay, she's just a regular person like I am, or he's just a regular person like I am. So this is why I'm always sharing my story in my content. Okay, so the next one, guys, is after you share your story, then what you want to do, you want to be sharing when you discovered the program, when you discovered digital marketing, or when you discovered the blueprint, right? So prime example, I may say something like, after I use my hook, I may say something like, hey, if you don't know him, I'm Darrell. And years ago, I used to work 10, 12 hours a day as a welder, 6, 7 days a week. I didn't have a life. I was behind on all my bills, living paycheck to paycheck. I gave a job, everything, blood, sweat, and tears. And then on a Tuesday morning, they came and they fired me. And I caught myself homeless and living in a shelter. And I basically just told myself, guys, I didn't want to work for another job. And so 8.5 months ago, I discovered digital marketing. So I'm leading my audience, guys. You want to lead your audience. They're already, your story done already captivated them, because they have an idea who you are now. And now you're leading your audience with what you done discovered. You can say, I discovered digital marketing. I discovered the blueprint. I discovered this program. But you want to let people know when you discovered the program, right? Okay. Now the third one. I told you guys we're going to be moving on. After you do that, then you want to share with your audience what you're learning, or what the program or the blueprint has taught you, right? So you want to be letting them know, like prime example, I may say, so 8.5 months ago, I discovered digital marketing. And what I've learned from this program is I have learned high income skills around a 2-hour workday. I have learned how to master market. I have learned how to market the right way on social media. I have learned how to create content, and I've learned how to attract my perfect customer, right? So you're letting your audience know exactly what you're learning, because it doesn't matter if you're in a program and they don't know what's going to be teaching you or what is going to be helping you. So you're leading them and letting them know, you're getting them idea as far as like what you're going to be, what they're going to be learning, because you could be talking to someone who really wants to start a business, but they don't know what they're going to be doing or what they're going to be learning. So you're letting them know what you're doing. Like, hey guys, I'm the training inside the blueprint, the training inside this program. It is teaching me high income skills. It has taught me how to market the right way on social media, which is very important, because marketing is the most important thing in a business, right? Without marketing, you don't have to worry about getting customers, because you're not going to get any customers without marketing. Without marketing, you can't get customers. Without customers, you can't make money. Without money, you don't have a business, right? So you're letting them know, hey guys, I have the training inside this blueprint. It has taught me how to market the right way on social media. It has taught me how to create content, right? It has taught me how to attract my perfect customer, right? So you're letting them know what is teaching you or what you're learning, depending on how long you've been in the program, right? Let me see what else I got on here. Okay, so this is the fourth. After you do that, then you want to be sharing with your audience, guys, what you love about the program. And also show some emotion. Don't be like, yeah, guys, I really love this program. It allows me to, you got to be excited, right? Because if you're not excited, they're not excited, right? So you want to share what you love about the program. So I'll say something like, guys, what I love about this program, I love the fact that I have a 2-hour workday where I'm learning high income skills. I don't have to recruit. I don't have to DM anybody. I don't have to get on the phone with anybody, because my business is completely automated. And then there's no tech involved. So I don't have to worry about creating any websites or any landing pages. Basically a business in a box. So what this does, this allows me now to spend more time doing the things that I love to do, while my business is out there completely running for me on autopilot. So you're letting them know, because you may be talking to someone who's working 10, 12 hours a day. And the fact that you have a 2-hour workday, they're going to be like, oh shoot, 2 hours a day? So that's all I need. And you can work that around your family, guys. So you want to let people know exactly what you love about the program. And I'm going to do at the end, I'm going to do like a whole, like kind of like a whole like call to action thing, so you guys can have an idea, and you can word this however you want to. I'm just kind of showing you exactly kind of some of the things that you want to be putting in your content and things that you want to be saying, because it's going to draw in your audience. Let me see. And then, of course, like I said, some of the things you want to be letting people know about the program, the 2-hour workday. You want to be talking about that. I can promise you guys, people will want to work 2 hours a day. They'll take a 2-hour work day over a 40 to 60 hour work week anytime, or a 10 to 12 hour work day. You want to be talking about how you don't have to get on the phone with anybody. We don't have to get on the phone with anybody, right? You don't have to recruit. We don't have to DM anybody. That stuff is music to people's ears, because a lot of people are introverts and they're shy, or they don't want to reach out to people, or they feel like they're bothering people. And so this is things that we don't have to do, right? So you're just letting them know, you're easing their pains, guys, by saying, oh, and it's just going to slowly calm them down, and it's going to draw them in and make them feel like, okay, I can do this, man. I can do this with the right training, right? Also, where am I at? So yeah, no DMing. And then of course, you're just letting them know that the business is automated, guys. It's going to bring some comfort to them when you have an automated business, because that basically just means that your business is out there working for you while you done got your 2-hour income producing activities done. So you can go out and just continue to do whatever you want to do. Yet your business is out there doing all the selling and telling for you to your interested prospects. And it's going to convert and turn your interested leads into buying customers, guys, right? Oh, and again, like I said, just show some emotion. I have watched a couple people in the community on their TikToks, and I went through their TikToks, and some people are just so boring, and they're like, oh, well, how would you like to have a 2-hour work day? Like, guys, I'm telling you, man, people are just not going to join you. They're just not, because there's no fire behind it. I'm not saying you have to be like all over the place, but like, you want to be excited. Like, you want to be excited about it, at least in your video anyway, even if you're not even making any money. That's why I love this business, because you don't have to be someone who's made a lot of money to get people to reach out to you and connect with you and want more information, because of how Michelle has it structured. So that's number 4. So again, share what you love. Let me see what that is. Look, maybe that's to trade in for the birthday. And then the next one, guys, I'm telling you, this is gold right here. I'm gonna show you how to put this together. It's not gonna be long at all. Then you want to share your CTA, guys. Guys, I'm telling you, this is really simple. I like to keep things, I'm a man of simplicity. I believe in doing things really simple. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to make it, I just want to keep it real simple and structured, and hit straight to the heart of my interested, of the people who are hurting, right? So you want to use your CTA. God, if you're not using a CTA, you're missing out on a lot of money. I'm just telling you now, guys. At the end of your videos, you have to have a CTA. You want to be, if you don't have a CTA, basically, you could have a great video. I've seen a lot of people do great videos, and I watch their videos, and I'm like, man, this is really nice. And that's it. They don't do no CTA. Or they may say, hey, guys, if you want more information, click the link in my bio. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. In your videos, do not say click the link in my bio. If you're doing that, do not. You want engagement on your post. You want to use your CTA and say, hey, guys, prime example. So, hey, guys, if you would like to learn more about how you can work 2 hours a day around your family and earn a full-time income, following a simple step-by-step proven blueprint, then put the word blueprint in the comment section, and I'll be happy to send you guys over the blueprint details. You want to put that in there because you want them commenting on your post. The reason why is because when they comment on your post, guys, the algorithm is going to keep on pushing it out. It's going to keep on pushing out. So if you're doing a video and it's a good video, and you say, okay, guys, if you want to learn more information, just click the link in my video, put in your email. I've seen this so many times, and I almost wanted to just inbox the person like, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. You want engagement. You want engagement because the more people engage, the more it's just going to keep on pushing out. I had a video, and this is why I say hooks are important. I had a video where I talked about a job. I did it like about a week and a half ago. It's got like 1.3 million views now, where I did a good hook. And of course, I did my CTA. When you're doing, and also I want to say this, in your hooks, there's tons of great hooks. What I love about, I love the question hooks where you're asking a question. Because and then also when you're doing the content, I've seen people do content where they have no type of captions at all. Guys, you want captions in your videos. You want things that are gonna stand out, that are gonna allow people to stop the scroll. I do a lot of captions where I'm asking questions, even in not only in my hook, but also in the caption as well, right? So that's going to allow people to want to stop and get and you know, engage when you're in your content. So the CTA is very important. And then of course, as a bonus, guys, what you can do, you can talk about the community. You can be like, hey, you know, I'm also a part of a thriving and supportive community of 38,000 people who like me, who support me and inspire me as well. And also, guys, I'm a part of I have a this program was created by a self-made millionaire, someone who made over $1 million in their first 17 months. And I get to get live coaching and interactive mentoring. Like I know somebody's probably not, a lot of you guys probably not as giddy as I am or whatever, but guys, I'm telling you, like, I know people say fake it till you make it. Sometimes in your content with your expressions, guys, it can be the difference between, you know, you making $3,000 and nobody's commenting. It doesn't, you know, because you have to take your emotion out of, you know, if you're having a bad day or a bad month, you don't want that to show in your content. You always want to be someone who's vibrant in their in their content. Oh, let me see what else. Because I told you guys this was going to be real. This wasn't going to be long. Going through everything, guys, because I want to talk. And that is it. That is it. And so I'm gonna run back through this real quick, and then I'm going to give you guys an idea, right? Because this is real simple. This is the same content, guys, I create. You can go watch all my videos. You'll see this whole structure in all of my videos. And this has made me over $215,000 in 8.5 months, guys. And again, you will be able to structure it however you want to. And you can use this. You can watch my videos. You can use my hooks. You can do whatever you want because you're going to attract your perfect customer because our stories are different. There's somebody out there, there's millions of people who are going through the same thing you're doing. But if you don't share your story in your content, how are they going to know? How are they going to know you're a single mom of 3 who's struggling? How are they going to know you're a truck driver and you're on the road for 18 hours or 16 hours and you just want to spend more time with your family? I mean, they're not going to know that if you're just talking about just the program. And so this is how I like to structure my format, right? And again, I'll say this, all of the top earners, guys, anybody who's making, I'm going to say 10K or more every month, they're all sharing their story. They're sharing what they're learning in the program. They're sharing what they love about the program. And they all have their own unique way of doing it, right? And so and the reason why you want to do this is because, again, it's going to allow people to realize, okay, so this is what I'm going to learn. This is what I like. Because again, if you're working 10 to 12 hours a day, who don't want a 2-hour work day? I would take it in, you know, I'm curious. And that's all you want to do. You want them to be curious, right? Whether they join or not, your goal, you just want them to be curious. So when you do your CTA, only the people who want information are going. That's why the program is predicated around attracting your perfect customer. Only the people who want what you have to offer are going to reach out to you. And I know a lot of times we get caught up in, well, you know, only got 200 views, or I only had 300 people look at my stuff. Guys, I'm telling you, the views are good, but it don't really matter. I have done videos. Well, I'll put it to you like this. If you do a video, let's say it got 50,000 views. It was a good video, but you only had 4 people ask you for information. That's not a good video. That's not a good video. Let's say you did a video and it got 5,000 views, but yet you got 50 people ask you for information. That's a good video because obviously you done provided value in that video and you have said something that basically done prick somebody's heart, a pain point in their heart. And they're like, okay, I could use this, man. I don't know, but I need to get some more information. I want to learn more about this. And that's all you want to do. You don't want to do anything else. You don't want to be selling in your content. You just want to be piquing interest, man, and letting people know what you're dealing with, what you're going through, and what you're experiencing, what you're learning, and then allow your CTA guys to do the work for you. And again, everybody's not going to reach out to you, but the ones who want, the ones who are interested, those are the ones you want. You only want the ones who want to do the same thing that you're doing, because the system, how it's set up, guys, once you do that, the automations are going to take care of themselves. As long as you show up, creating your content, 3 pieces of content a day, going live. Also, I'll say this, if you aren't going live, guys, I just highly recommend it. I just highly recommend it. Like, everybody's goals and dreams are different. My goal is to make 6 figures a month. 6 figures a month. Actually, that's my big goal. I learned this from I can't remember the guy's name that Michelle had on the she made us watch the video, a video of him. But I've been watching a lot of this guy lately, and he's got the gold card. So my goal is to make 500 grand a year. And so I broke that down into 12 months, and that's that's $41,666.67. In his video, he said he laminated that his gold card, and he carried it around with him in his pocket for 50 years. And so that's what I did. I went to Walmart. I got me a little thing, and I wrote that. And I look at that every morning, because I know that that's what's going to allow me to stay focused on my goal and not worry about what everything else is going on. It's going to allow me to have some accountability, so I'm gonna be able to know that I have to show up and create my 3 pieces of content every day and go live, right? And that's just my goal. But whatever your goal is, but I will say this: if your goal is to make 10K or more, if you're not going live, you want to be going live. You want to just get over that fear. Talk to yourself in the mirror, practice with your spouse or your kids, whatever it may be, because I'm telling you, once you go live, that's what's going to allow people to connect with you, read your energy. A lot of time we're in our own head, so we're thinking, oh, we're messing up. Don't nobody know you're messing up but you, and that's because you're in your own head. Because your audience don't know you're messing up. They're just watching, right? And so you want to go live, or because you want to be creating content that people can relate to. Because again, when they can relate to you, as you continue to stay consistent, they'll grow to like you. They'll grow to know you, and they'll feel like they can trust you. I've had 420 some people join me in this program. I've never met none of them. I've never got on the phone with any of them. I had never had to convince them to join me. They have either joined me from my content, through my lives, through my automated system, because I stay consistent. They've grown to like me, know me, and trust me. And they know that I provide a program or solution for pain points that can help them, guys. That's all you have to do. This business is really, really simple, the way that the Michelle has it structured, because it's all just based around 2 hours a day creating a couple pieces of content, right? So I want to run through this real quick, and then I'll give you guys an example and of a full CTA and etc. And then I'll open it up for questions, guys. So again, you want to be having a hook, guys. You want to use a hook. If you have to YouTube a hook, if you have to go steal other people's hooks. Also, I'll say this: when you're doing a video, and once you upload it to TikTok, you got the edit part on the video right before you post it. You can scroll over on the bottom. There's all types of little wordings down there. I like to use yellow because it's loud, and so I may use a hook. I use a hook on there as well as a hook in my video, because when you use a hook on that yellow, when they see that, that's a hook itself, right? I may say something like, I don't know. A lot of time I ask questions. It's just a variety of things, right? But some of you guys can go back and look at some of my videos on my TikTok and get an idea of what I'm talking about. Michelle has them on hers. Victoria, a lot of the top people who are top earners, they have those, and you can use a variety of different colors. I just like yellow because it's loud, right? So if you're using a video, you want to make sure that you have one of those on this video. If I'm not mistaken, I think we did the legacy builder training the other day, and Michelle was talking about that. I think she was analyzing people's content, and she was talking to a lady, and she was telling her about how that your video, once you need that on your video, because when people come to your page, that's the first thing they're going to see. So they're going to click on that, right? Because it's eye catching, and that's why it's important for you to have that hook, and you want to have like words in the videos. You never want to do a video with no type of captions or no wordings. It's not going to stand out. But when you have wordings, it just stands out. So again, you want to use a good hook. My motto in this business, guys, I'll go to my grave with this: facts tell, but stories sell. I tell people, your story can be at least a 10K minimum per month story. It don't matter what it is. I don't care what it is. There's 5 billion people coming to social media. Your story can bring you at least 10K every month if you stay consistent with it and you master your storytelling in your content. And that's also in the training as well. So you want to be sharing your story. People should be able to come to your page and look at 1, 2, or 3 of your videos and already know, okay, she's a nurse. Her husband's a truck driver. Okay, so she wants to spend more time with her grandchildren. They should already know that. If they watch 3 of your videos, they don't know, your story's off. right? And you're not going to get much engagement. Let me see. Again, your audience should know your story. They should know who you are. I have people messaging me like, hey man, yeah, I'm a welder too. Oh yeah, I've been welding for 25 years. Oh yeah, my uncle's a welder. That's my story. That's why. And I encourage this as well, guys. I don't know if a lot of you guys do that, but like I'm big on branding. So I have a t-shirt lady who makes all of my business shirts. So I've got a shirt that says 6-figure welder, right? And I call myself the 6-figure welder because I went from being a welder, struggling, working 60 to 70 hours a week, broke, the whole works, to now coming online and becoming a multiple 6-figure income earner. And I'm just following the blueprint that Michelle put together. I don't do anything fancy. I'm not jumping through hula hoops. I'm just creating 3 pieces of content. And I'm going live, guys, and I'm being engaging, and I'm continuing watching people who are doing a lot more than I am, who are doing better than I am. I'm copying people. I will be lying, guys, if I tell you guys I have not copied like about 10 of Michelle's videos and made them my own. I have copied like about 10 of Tim Hess's videos and made them my own. I have copied like about 5 or 6 of Amy's videos and made them my own. Victoria's videos, made them my own. Marianne videos, made them my own. This is the thing about this business. You can copy it, unlike in school, you copied, you get an F. Guys, you can copy and you can be successful. You know, there's nothing wrong with it because you guys have we all have different customer bases, right? So you can use their content, their ideas, but just make it your own. I've done it 1,000 times and it works out perfect for me. Again, so share your story, and then of course share when you discovered the program. If you discovered the program, so last week I got introduced to this digital marketing training program 8 months ago. Michelle always says, back here in September of 22, I was this and that. Like, that's her story. You want to share that story. You're leading your audience, right? So you want to share your story. Again, you want to share when you discovered the program. Let people know. If you joined yesterday, yeah. So yesterday, guys, I got introduced to this program. You're letting people know, just be authentic, just be yourself. I can promise you, if you be yourself, you will attract who you're supposed to. I can't be anybody but Darrell, Dwayne, Hannah. That's the only person I can be. And whoever you are, if you just be that person, genuinely being authentic, you will attract who you're supposed to. So you're going to share your okay, you're going to share when you found the program, and then you want to share what you like about the program, and share what you're learning about the program. So once you let people know when you discovered it, the program, now you want to let people know what you're learning. So guys, what I've learned in this program is that I have learned high income skills. I've learned how to market the right way on social media. I have learned how to create content. I have learned how to attract my perfect customer, right? This is stuff these are all skills that you're learning, because these are all skills that you're going to learn that's going to allow you to build a successful business around just working 2 hours a day, right? So you're letting them know that. So you let them know what you're learning, right? And then you're going to let them know what you love about the program. So, and guys, what I love about the program is that I have a 2-hour workday, and I don't have to recruit anybody. I don't have to DM anybody. I don't even have to get on the phone with anybody. And I love the fact that my business is completely automated, which allows me now from a 2-hour workday to be able to do the things that I love doing while my business is out there working for me still 24/7, guys, right? So you're letting them know that. And then you can be like, also love the fact that you don't have to have any tech skills. You don't have to be tech savvy, because there's no products to create. Everything is already done for you. Basically a business in a box, right? That excites them. They don't have to create their, I done had this question 1,000 times. People say, well, do you have to be tech savvy to get this? I get these messages all the time. No. And that's the reason why, because most people, they're afraid because they think they got to build out some big website. They got to write 200 emails. All that stuff is already done. There's no landing pages, no capture pages, no websites. Basically a business in a box. It eases their pain. You want to make it sound as easy as possible. Even if it ain't, you want to make it sound like it's taking candy from a baby, because you're just trying to get with your CTA to get them opted into your automated system. And it'll do all the explaining and all the selling and telling for them. So share what you love, the 2-hour workday. You want to be talking about the 2-hour workday in your content, guys. 2-hour workday, that's eye-catching for people, guys. You want to be talking about how you don't have to recruit. You don't have to get on the phone with people. People love this. They don't want to, they're shy. Everybody's not as outgoing. So those are things that people love. You don't have to recruit. Again, the business is completely automated. You want to be sharing about that type of stuff and show a little bit of emotion, which is really good. And then, guys, you just want to, and then, of course, as a bonus, you can talk about how you're a part of a thriving and supportive community, you know, of over 37,000. You can talk about how the program was created by a self-made millionaire who made over $1 million in her first 17 months, and how you get live, interactive, and free coaching by a self-made millionaire, equipping you with more skills on how to build a seven-figure business, right? There's so many ways you can word it, guys. And then, of course, your CTA. Your CTA is so important because if the body, the foot, and the heading is good, but the CTA isn't, guys, they're just you're missing out on so much money. And then you do your CTA. If you would like to learn more, right, or however you want to put it, hey guys, if you would like to learn how you can follow a simple step-by-step proven blueprint where you can have an automated business working 2 hours a day and be able to earn a full-time income around your family, then put the word details, put the word blueprint, put ready, like just whatever you want to do, but you want to be using a CTA. It's critical. And guys, that is it. 131, that is it, guys. Now, what I want to do now, I want to give you guys an example of a whole, like the whole thing. And again, this is how I do mine. Forgive me if I mess up or stutter. This isn't practice. This is just live. But it's kind of give you an idea. So, prime example, I may say something like, my hook may be something like, how would you like to trade in? How would you like to trade in your 40 to 60 hour work week for a 2-hour work day? So if you're new here and you don't know who I'm Darrell. And years ago, I used to work a job as a welder, 10, 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week in a 100-degree factory. I had no time with my family. I was struggling, still living paycheck to paycheck. And all I wanted to do, guys, was not only make some good money, but I wanted to spend more time with my family, which is something I wasn't able to do. And on a regular day, guys, after giving that job, my blood, sweat, and tears, they came in and they fired me. And because of me allowing them to basically me giving a job, everything, I caught myself homeless and I had to stay in a shelter for a while. And basically, I just told myself, I didn't want to, that ain't what I wanted to do. I couldn't see myself giving another job, you know, all of that time. And so I went into the online space. And then 8.5 months ago, guys, I discovered digital marketing. And what I learned, 8.5 months ago, I discovered digital marketing. And for the last 8.5 months, I have been following a simple step-by-step proven blueprint where I have learned high income skills. I have been able to market the right way on social media. I'm learning how to create content, and I'm learning how to attract my perfect customer through my content. But what I really love about the program is not only do I have a 2-hour workday where I'm learning these high income skills, I don't have to get on the phone with anybody. I don't have to recruit anybody. I don't have to DM anybody or send any friend requests because my business is completely automated. And what that's doing, that's allowing me now time to do the things that I love to do, where I can finish up my 2-hour income producing activities, but yet my business is still out there working for me nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there's no tech involved. So I don't have to worry about creating any websites or any landing pages, right? Because that's already done for you. Basically a business in a box. And this is the reason why, guys, I've been able to use this program, following this simple step-by-step proven system, and have been able to build a multiple 6-figure income all around a 2-hour workday. And also, I want to add, guys, I'm also a part of a thriving and supportive community of about 38,000 other people. And I get live coaching and interactive mentoring by a millionaire, someone who made over $1 million with no experience, guys, teaching me and equipping me with the skills to be able to build a 7-figure business as well. So if you would like to learn how you can take a 2-hour workday and use your phone and social media and be able to build a successful online business and to get equipped with those skills, guys, so that you can spend more time with your family, then put the word yes in the comment section, and I'll be happy to send you guys over all the blueprint details. So I'm probably just messed it up a little bit, but guys, I mean, it's just, you can word it however you want to, like, but you just kind of like, you want to have some type of enthusiasm behind it, because if you're excited about it, they're going to be excited. They're going to want more information. And if they can get to the end of your, CTA and see where you said, hey, comment info, you're doing really well. That means you done caught them engaged. And I get that a lot with mine. People, and my videos are typically between a minute to, as far as 2.5 minutes, right? But I try to say between a minute to like a minute and a half, right? But I try to keep them engaged, right? And so if you can get to the end and they're asking for the CTA, you're doing a really good job. So you're keeping them engaged, right? So, but guys, that is it. It probably didn't seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, if you put it together in your way and structured in your video format, guys, I'm telling you, and you stay consistent, you will see some success with this. And you can go back and watch. I encourage you to go back and watch any of and all of the other top earners. Just watch their videos. It may not be formatted how I got mine, but you'll see they're talking about the program, the 2-hour workday, the automated system. It's all in there. They're just using it in their format. So, all right, Michelle, I'm gonna open it up for questions. Anybody have any questions for me? I don't know if she's in there. If she's
Yeah. Do you want me to help you?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, I guess I could do it. Let me see. I'm gonna
No, I
start up
can't.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say, is that Lucy? Lucy?
Hey, Darrell.
Hey.
Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Anytime.
I'm just wondering, during your lives, at least for me, I noticed that when I'm starting to tell my story, how do you like shorten your story before you get into the nitty gritty? Because as I'm telling my story, somebody can come up, how much is it? What's this all about? You know, you're trying to have a framework of what to follow, but you got people asking, you know, questions. And the moment you say, give me a minute, I'm gonna get over there, they just go on. So how do you does that ever happen to you? Or
Yeah, it doesn't happen to me. You just have to stay, you have to have structure in your life.
right.
Because if you don't have structure in your life, Michelle did a training about this a couple months ago where she's got it. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like just different types of people. She had it structured where you got the people who they want the information right then,
Yeah.
so you have to stay structured in your life. What I like to do once I do my live, once I start in, I got this off Victoria. Once I start my live, guys, I'm talking like I got 300 people on there when
Yeah.
there's nobody on there. So like, I'm just like, hey guys, come on in. I'm going to send out some friend requests to people. Come on in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I'm down here in the beautiful state of Tennessee. So I'm just engaging. I'm just talking, right? And I'll start sending out some friend requests and then people start coming in. And once they start coming in, I'm like, hey, how's it, Lucy? Hey, I see Lucy right there. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Hey, John, what's going on? Rhonda. I'm just calling people's names. So I'm getting engaged, right? And then once people
Yeah.
start coming in, then I may say something like, hey guys, put a 1 in the comment section if this is the first time that you're catching me live. So you want engagement because when you do that, it's going to allow more people to come in. And then once I get a certain amount of people on there, then I'll be like, hey guys, okay, if you know who I'm doing, and I go into my short story. I make it like 30 seconds, guys. And
Okay.
then I go off into what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
But you will get, depending on where I'm at in the live, I may, if someone comes in later and I'm getting ready to talk about how much the programs cost, I'll say that, but I never said that in the beginning because I have structure in my live
Yeah,
and you want to keep structure.
exactly. I guess I struggle with the fact that if I tell them, okay, I'm gonna get to that, or if you want more information, go up here, here's my website. And some people appreciate it and some people kind of think that I'm being kind of rude, even though I'm like, no, I have my own framework I gotta follow. So I should just continue with
Yes, just
what I'm
continue to,
doing.
that's just how it is. I get them
Okay.
every day. You're just not going to be able to satisfy everybody. That's just the nature of this business. You're just not, because you have a time frame. So you want to stick to your time frame. Once you get to the point where you're around that, where you're talking about the prices, and then you can talk more about that. But if someone comes on and say, well, how much is it? If I'm being honest, I just act like I don't see them because I'm
See
trying
it.
to stay focused. Or I was like, hey, or I may say
Yes.
something, hey, I'm gonna talk about that shortly.
Okay.
Right.
And I noticed that all my content, everything that you covered, I might cover maybe 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 6 because I feel like we had to stick to 45 seconds to a minute. So it's still okay for us to go over a minute or a minute and a half as long as all the stuff are covered, right? Or no?
Yes, I don't have one video that's under a minute.
Okay. All
So
right.
I know people say, oh, short form, and that's cool. Like, but I'm not saying make a video for 5 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't have one video. I've never created a video under 45 seconds, and all my videos get pretty good engagement. So,
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank
all
you.
right. Let me see. I'm gonna say Jason Hobbs. Jason.
See, unmute here. Okay, there, I'm unmuted. Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
Darrell. Yeah, I like your comment. I like your content a lot, as I looked at it. But yeah, I guess you answered that question. So how many pain points do you cover as you do your content? Do you cover just, I mean, like, for example, my customer, my perfect customer is a midlifer, they're married, have kids, maybe they're and then there's a bunch of pain points they could have. They could, they're looking for retirement, maybe they're working too many hours, and so I got 5 or 6 different pain points. But how do you go about, I mean, do you address all of them every,
I don't address them all in one video. Like I'll decide, like, because I done been through all those pain points, and this is why this is really easy for me. And if you're someone who done lived paycheck to paycheck, or done been broke, who done had to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, those are all pain points. Or if you're working 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week, those are all pain points that people are trying to get away from. So in different pieces of my content, I may focus on someone working 12 hours a day. I may focus on someone working every weekend. I may focus on someone who wants to spend more time with their children. So I pick and choose my content as far as like which one of the pain points I want to target. And then, of course, I'm always asking questions because it allows your interested leads to think like, okay, man, yeah, that is me. I'm working. I don't want to work those type of hours, right? And so it just brings them, because you're hitting a point where they're working 10, 12 hours a day. They're working 2 jobs. Nobody wants to be working 2 jobs. What if you could just work 2 hours a day? Right? That's a pain point that you're solving. So I just take different pieces of my content. I work on different pain points.
Yeah, I definitely, I didn't mean I just try to cover all 6 pain points. I usually do one
Yeah,
pain point per video and then go
that's
on. But I was curious, and you just kind of rotate through those, or
that's
just
what I do.
kind of
I
like
do. Yes, sir.
okay. All right, that's kind of the main question.
All right. I'm gonna say Charity. Charity.
Yeah. Hi, Darrell.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for being here, and I really appreciate that. So what I wanted to know is that, like, I'm really consistent. I'm creating posts. I post my videos, but at times you don't get views, and I don't know if I'm really following how I share my stories. Like, I get lost at
I
times.
can't hear.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my kids. Sorry. No, I'm saying I post 3 times a day, but at times you don't have more engagement, even live. So I don't know if how I bring up my point. Do you hear me? I don't know if my computer. Somebody told me today my computer has a problem. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Khalif.
Hello, am I coming through?
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
How you doing? I appreciate your time this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I've been around a little while, so for those in the community that have, and I just recently over the last week, I know you dealt with this a few months back, when you get your main account snatched, knowing what you know, how do you get back in the game as efficiently as possible, building a new account?
Man, that's I did have mine. My first one got snatched after 30 days. About 30 days, I had a brand new from 30 days, not 30, 90 days. So I went from 0 to 90 days, 30,000 followers, and they came in and snatched it. And I just created another one, man. I mean, it was tough. I created another one and I put it in the community. People were liking it. I was just trying to get back to trying to go live. And I just started creating content like as if it was tough, but I just started creating content like as if I hadn't lost a beat. I know that's probably hard to do for a lot of people because it just snatches your soul off, man. But that's what I've been doing. And as you can just continue to create content, man, you just got to stay focused. They'll just keep on coming. So I think I'm at like, I'm pushing close to like almost 90,000 followers in like 5 months or something like that.
Okay.
So I just kept on staying consistent, man, posting 3 times a day and just showing up, man. It sucks, but As you continue to provide value and do your CTA, and people start liking you, knowing your trust, they'll start following you, and it'll come.
Yeah, and
I
that's
used to
just where I
struggle
was at with it. That's where I was at with it. Just like even the first day it happened, kind of not dwelling on it. I was just on the backup account the next day and just trying to get it figured out. I'm about a week out from that now, and I appreciate everybody in the community hopping on and helping me to get this one built up.
All right.
Appreciate you, Darrell.
Absolutely. Rhonda. I don't know if there's a lot of Rhondas. There's Rhonda.
Yes, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well.
I'm trying to do this. Hey, can you see me?
I do. Hello.
Okay, so I'm kind of struggling with my life because I know that my one of the things that I know that I'm doing wrong is that I'm not coming on the same time, which that's wrong. Because but I'm also struggling trying not to be so salesy on my life. How do you not try to be so salesy on live?
That's a good question. If you're being salesy, the people will know. People don't like to be sold. Again, what I do, I would encourage people to, stay engaged with your audience. Don't even, how do I put this? People can tell when you're trying to sell them, right? And a lot of time I know it's easy for us to put in our content, like in our description, earn 900 a day or whatever, because that's an appealing thing. But sometimes you don't want to do that. And what I do, I like to break down the program after I introduce myself. I use the wins inside the program. You want to be showing that if you're on a live and you're not showing the wins, you're missing out on a lot of sales. I'm telling you God honest truth, because that allows people to go to see that. I also take people on the website and walk them through and show them the website. I ask them questions. I just show a variety of things. And then of course, I hit the payments last, because you never want to hit that first, because it's just, you want to provide value first. You want to talk about how this program can equip them with the skills so that they can learn this skill and build this business. Because then once they realize they can learn the skills, the money really ain't going to be the issue. I've learned this a long time ago. Money is never a problem when it comes to value. Once you provide value, people will pay. The price is never an issue. So you just want to focus more on the values part, like what they're going to learn in the program. And then once you start talking about what they're going to learn in the program, and then eventually just get to the breaking the prices down, which more likely in the live, by then somebody will ask about, well, how much it costs.
So one of the problems I'm having is getting people to like talk back to me. I feel like I'm just talking to a wall.
You feel like you what?
Like I feel like when I'm on the live that I'm just talking to a blank. I'm just talking, and when I ask somebody to put yes and comment, nobody's like reacting.
Yeah, that's just a psychological thing. That could have a lot to do with how many followers you got. That has a lot to do with, it's a variety of things, but a lot of time it can just be in your mind. Like, because when I first started doing my TikTok, nobody jumped on. And I got this from Victoria. I'm telling you, like, you just got to just keep on talking. And it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Like when I had like 1,000 followers, when I used to do my live, I would have like 4 people on. But I just talk like I had 50 on, or talk like I had 200. And as you continue to just create your content, provide your value, showing up, your page starts to grow. And the more your page starts to grow, when you start doing lives, because you're showing up, people will start hopping on. They'll start hopping on because they want to hear you talk. You don't provide enough value, and you're talking about something that's piquing their interest, and they'll hop on, and things will start clicking for you. So it may be slow now, but you can't control that. You can only control what you can control, and that's just showing up every day.
Okay, and be coming on the same time every day.
I try to do that.
Like
I come on at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time every day. That, sometimes it's different, but I want my audience to know that, hey, he's going to be there at that time. And I don't know how other people feel about it, but I try to stick to that structure right there. I just think it's important.
Okay, that was the question I had.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Rosanna. No problem. Rosanna. Rosanna. Sandy McNatt. Sandy.
Hello,
McNatt.
can you hear me? Hey, okay, my question. So when you do your call to action on whatever platform you're on and they have responded, is it okay? Do you respond directly to like on the post? And
Yes.
what are you putting there? Is that where you're putting your landing page? Like go to, get paid with Sandy.
Yes. Okay. So this is what I do. And you got to be careful because sometimes TikTok, they gave me a restriction one time.
Right.
Where one time I put like, yeah, go to well, if you're going to use your link, I wouldn't put like something like, hey, sure, go to www.sandy.com. They don't like that www in there
Right.
unless you got something else. So what I may put something like, hey, awesome, I'd love to help. Click the link in my bio to learn more about this 2-hour day work, 2-hour day program. And then I may say something like, message me with any questions you get from the email. Or I may say, yes, visit my domain for more information. I'm trying to basically hide my website. If I'm going to put my website there, I try to hide it with other words instead of just putting it by itself, because TikTok does not like that. They'll give you a restriction for that. So I'm either but you want to be commenting right up under the video. I mean, right up under the post. And I also do a video sometime. Like you can reply with a video as well. If they're asking a question, I'll do a video as well. That just brings more clarity and branding to the post.
Okay, so I don't know how to do, I mean, if you're gonna put like, okay, ready on Facebook, let's say Facebook, and you say put my clean or Instagram, click in the bio. Well, wouldn't you've already said that? I mean, I don't know. It just that doesn't really work.
No, because they're checking if they're asking you for information. If they're asking you for information and your link to your website is in your bio, everybody knows most people know where the bio is. So you're just gonna respond. If they say yes, if your CT is yes, and you're gonna up under that, you're gonna comment yes. And I mean, when they say yes, you're like, hey, yeah, awesome. Hey, click the link in my bio to learn more about the program.
Okay.
So you're sending them to wherever you want to go to. So
Okay.
you want to be responding to every one of your every
Yeah. Okay.
message you get or comment. You want to respond to each one of them.
All right. That's what I thought. Thank you so much.
All right. Melanie Rothman. Okay, I'm moving on. Celeste, I'm messing that up. Celeste Cara. Celeste Cara. Okay, Marianne Shekelman.
I'm here. Celeste Cara.
Okay, hey Celeste.
Yes, I just want to find out, right? What do you do when people come on? I know they say it is not your perfect customer at times, but you mentor people, you guide them, you help them. And then they come on and they say, well, I've purchased from someone else. And you kind of like put in the work and you don't want to, and then they come after that and they still want you to coach them. How do you get people to convert? On the first go, they go after live and say they want more information, and then they disappear.
I mean, that's just how people are. Like that's just a part of this business. Like you're not gonna be able to bring in everybody. That's just it's a tough thing because a lot of times we feel like it's been times where you can give people information, they don't even look at it, right? So I've had people who I can't even count how many people who have came on my live and was going to purchase from me, but purchased from somebody else. And they'll still message me about how to help them or a variety of things or so. It's just hit and miss with it. That's just really something that you can't control. I try not to focus on that. I really just try to focus on what I can control, which is just providing value, sharing my story, sharing the opportunity, and you know, breaking the program down, letting them know what they're going to be able to learn, the skills they're going to be able to develop, and how the program can teach them how to build a business around a 2-hour workday so that they can spend more time with their family and doing things that they want to do. So I think that's what I just try to focus on, that, because if you focus on a lot of the other stuff, it's going to get inside your head, and it can mess up your whole content and a variety of other things.
Yeah, and another thing that also messes quite with my head is the fact when I know you said you follow Victoria's that you just go on with your story and like these 100 people or 50 people in the room, but it just how do you bridge over that to still deliver such quality content, you know, and the 3 pieces a day and just to vary it. And yeah, how do you get more engagement? That's
You
what I find. Like the other lady was saying that she gets a lot of questions. I would love those questions instead of, you know, the interruption for me is not bad. It might be a bit of, but it's engagement at least where you just talk and people don't engage.
you just gotta ask questions. It's a, I ain't gonna say it's a psychological thing, but it can be, because a lot of time if you're doing a live and you're on the and you start your live and you've been talking for 2 minutes, but yet you don't see anybody, a lot of time people get discouraged, they want to hop off. But that's just, you can't even worry about that. You just have to have your mind so programmed into to speaking like there's 50 people on there, and like you got to ask questions. I may say like, hey guys, how many people have a business? If you have a business of your own, whether it's a brick and mortar business or online business, put a 2 in the comments, right? I'm trying to get engagement because I know the more engagement I get, it's going to allow more my reach to continue to bring more people in. So I'm always engaging on my live. I'm always asking questions, which is something that you have to continue to do. So it's a mindset thing, because we want to do lives and 100 people be on there, but that's just not the case all the time. So again, this has a lot to do with you just continuing to build your followers and your brand itself, and just showing up and creating content. This is why the 2-hour workday is so important. You creating your 3 pieces of content, or you going live or whatever, guys, because that just over time is just going to allow everything to just fall into place as far as like people hopping on your live, more people start coming, and then you know, and then of course your income will start growing from it because you're showing up. But you can only control what you can control.
Thank you so much for that information. Much appreciated. And thank you for having me on the live. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Darrell.
All right. Marianne Shekelman, are you there?
Hey, Darrell, I'm here. How
All
are
right.
you?
I'm doing
You
well. How are you?
amazing. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for this.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm in the same place as Khalif. I just lost my TikTok account with 86,000 followers. But I got it to the point I can go live.
Yeah.
I'm using Michelle's the Ask the Public. Are you using that for content right now?
No, I'm not
Okay.
using that. I just create my content. Like when I create content, when I wake up in the morning, when I'm creating my content, I go straight to the content vault. I mean, I go straight to the content vault and I tell myself, okay, so what do I want to talk about today? What pain point do I want to hit today? And I know them all because I went through them all for years. And so I figure out what I want to talk about. I use a lot of a lot of the stuff is structured. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna talk about this. And I just go out and just create my content around that. Sometimes I'll watch a video of Tim's, right? And he'll do a video. I'll go do that same video, but I use my own. I'll watch a video of Michelle. I'll do that same video. Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff works because you're doing the same thing. We're all in this together. So that's why you can use anybody's stuff. I done copied 1,000 people's stuff in here, right? I think her name is Tanisha. She makes great content. I done use a lot of her stuff. So because I know that I can make it my own because I'm only going, it's for me and and it's still the same thing. It doesn't have to, you don't always have to make your own content until you learn how to do it. You can use somebody else who may know more about the program right now and there's do's and don'ts, or, you know, how everything is, the 2-hour workday or whatever. Use that and just make it your own, guys. I used to copy and write people's whole videos down word for word. and then just using my own. So, but no, I just create my content. Just I figure out what I'm gonna talk about, and I try to use a good hook, and I try to stay engaged, and then I use the 5 shares, and that's how I create my content in all my videos.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
All righty.
I really enjoy watching your stuff.
Thank you. You too. Yvonne Clayton. You're muted, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna have to move on. Yelena Kaczynski. Hello, Yelena. I can't. She's Yelena. She's
Hi, are you talking to me?
Who is that?
Hello. It's Mika. Hello.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm Yelena. You called my
Okay,
name.
okay.
I'm
Hey,
Yelena.
Yelena. Okay, awesome. I thought I heard somebody else.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody else too. I guess they thought maybe you were calling their name, but it's okay.
All righty.
No big deal. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for for this awesome, Zoom
Absolutely.
call. So much, so much information, so much great stuff. Like I really appreciate you.
All righty. Thank you.
So I have an Instagram and a Facebook page, and I've been, been growing my following on there for a couple of years. And most of my content is, about spirituality and health and detox and all that. So all my followers, they follow me specifically for that type of content. And so recently, just like a week or two ago, I, bought this course, bought this program because I want to, have financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, and the 2-hour workday just sounds phenomenal to me. Like, yeah, I got so excited about, learning everything about this business and being able to make my dreams come true of traveling and living wherever I want, and, having the freedom to enjoy life,
Uh-huh.
And so I got really excited about this, and I started, sharing a little bit on my stories, that I, got this, joined this program, and started to learn about online businesses. And nobody cares. Nobody really cares to like learn anything about it, and it's kind of discouraging. I don't even have that many like followers, only like maybe 10 likes on my posts, and maybe views
You know
would
what
be
you
like
want to do?
20
Like
views.
you're promoting another business. You're promoting the legacy program to a different audience. So you're promoting
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So what you want to do, what I encourage you to do if you're promoting, you need a new audience. You want a fresh audience, where when you start creating content about the legacy program, and once with your CTA, you're going to attract those people, because see, right now you're promoting, you're trying to promote a program to people who are in the, I think you said wellness and health. And those people
Yeah.
are just not interested in a 2-hour workday, or they're not interested in what you're doing, because you've already developed an audience promoting the product to those type of people who are interested in that program or that type of service. And so now you're a part of the legacy business program, and so now you need to, I don't know how, you need to, you want to start a new platform. I know this may sound crazy, but
So like
you know,
create a separate page, a separate
absolutely.
account.
Yes, you want to create a separate account, because you want to create an account and attract people who want what you have as far as like the legacy builders program, because you're going to be able to attract those people who only want to do what you're doing as far as like the legacy builders program. Because right now you're promoting, it'd be like selling candy to a farmer. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not interested in that, and that's because it's two different audiences and two different products, instead of the same audience that's interested in the same program or the
Yeah.
same product. So
Like there might be, you know, if I just keep, you know, posting more and more content on my same page, maybe eventually there'll be like a few people that join in. But I think it would just take a really, really long time and a lot of effort to just keep posting and posting on that page to just get a few people in. Where versus like you said, if I create a completely new page
I
and
agree.
attract people who would be more interested to learn about
I agree
this.
100%.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
I agree.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
righty.
All right. Thanks. Oh, one more question. One more question. I see a lot of people are pushing in TikTok, do TikTok. For some reason, when I go on TikTok, it just gives me a huge headache. Like maybe that's just not, can I not do TikTok? Can I just use Instagram and Facebook
Yeah, you can use whatever program. They all work.
and
I just
YouTube?
yeah, you can use them all. I prefer TikTok. I think TikTok is the best platform to promote this business on, because the reach that you can get, you can go viral. You can make a lot of money off your content once you start going viral, because TikTok is just how this platform is set up. I think this is the perfect business model for TikTok. And it's crazy because when I joined this program back in January, I wasn't on TikTok, and someone said, "Hey man, you should go try to do TikTok with those videos." And that's what I done. And it was the best decision anybody ever told me this year, as far as like trying to tell me something to do.
And
So,
is TikTok only for short videos, or can you make posts on there?
yeah, you can do everything on TikTok.
So
Post,
is it like almost the same as Instagram? What's the difference between the two?
Well, for this business, I think that for this business model, for the legacy, I think, in my opinion, I think TikTok works, but Instagram works as well. I know plenty of people were having success on Instagram, but I just love TikTok. This is why I chose this platform.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll give it another try. Maybe I don't know, just got overwhelmed because I didn't know how to use it, and maybe that's why like it just kind of overwhelmed me at first.
Yeah, I didn't know how to use it at first either. I just learned. We got a TikTok training inside the community. I just watched that, and I just started me a new one, and it's been going well now. 8.5 months in.
Gotcha. There is in the program there is a TikTok
you can look in the social
videos.
media training, I think, inside the community. It's somewhere in there. There's a couple of them in there.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
All righty.
Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Right.
Okay, so Marcia Ray.
Yvonne is unmuted now, Darrell.
Oh, is she? Okay, I'm sorry. Yvonne, what's her name? Hello.
Yvonne Clayton.
Okay, Yvonne. Hello, ma'am.
Hi. I'm very new. I signed up almost 3 weeks ago, and I'm just getting my schedule so that I can participate. So you said you were sent. I'm in California. So
Okay.
what time here would I come to your meeting every day?
I'm Central Time, so I do my live at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Is California, is that Pacific?
Yes.
So that would be what? That would be what, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. That's why I asked.
I think that's what that is.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so yeah, it'd be 9 a.m. 9 a.m. your time.
Okay. Well, now, but right now, what time do you have? Because I have 12:09.
I have 2:09.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry, but I'm just learning and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. And
Yes.
so thank you so much. So that's 9 o'clock in the morning, right? That I would come on and learn. Is that
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes.
Do you have other times during the day?
I try to stick to, every once in a while the times will be off depending on what I got going on, but I try to stick to 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time as far as like my live. I try to stick during that time unless something's going on.
Okay, so in other words, you've been on for 2 hours now, right?
No, I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh.
So I got about 10 more minutes before I have to go to my therapy. So I'm answering some more. I'm answering some more questions. But yeah, I've been on about an hour and 10 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, ma'am. Dylan, Garen.
Marcia's unmuted now too.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's so many. Marsha.
You got it right. It was Marsha Ray.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, good job. Good job. Everybody else butcher it. But so right now I'm still trying to get some I guess whatever number of followers you need on TikTok to go live. Do you recommend just posting regular reels or videos or whatever and follow these same 5 steps with the same covers and captions and all that stuff?
I know we have a I don't know if you've been through Victoria's TikTok training as far as like how to get I don't know what it is now as far as like how many followers you have to get to go live. I've heard people going live with 300 followers, 800. I
think those are business accounts.
Or
that's what I've been calling myself, studying TikTok. I know a lot of people that have business accounts or TikTok shops or something, they can go live with less. But I mean, I know I'll get there at some point, but I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing in the meantime.
Oh, yeah, I would just continue to create my content, but I will also, if I were you, I would go in and watch Victoria's TikTok live in the training. She talks about how to get like 1,000 followers as far as like grow lives and stuff like that. So that's how I was able to get my first 1,000 followers doing that when I watched that training. So I would do that while continuing to just create your content and stuff like that, and then just do that model like that.
Okay, and how do you feel about YouTube? Same thing. We're doing the same model.
Yeah, the model doesn't change. You just that's how you want to be creating your content. You can do it how you can format it however you want to format it, but these are just things that I talk about in my content that a lot of other top earners talk about. They're just doing it in their own way.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Dylan.
Hey, Darrell, how you doing? Nice to meet you, man.
You too, man.
I just wanted to come on here. I wanted you to maybe like talk a little bit more about the importance of consistency, because I feel like a lot of people are asking a lot of questions about like, this isn't working for me. Like, I'm not getting enough likes. And I know my mindset, like I'm 20 years old and I know like social media is such a great platform to grow yourself. I just want you to maybe explain to people how much, like, when you just stay consistent, you just keep posting what's on your mind, like how much of a difference that actually does make.
Man, it's everything. Like I'm talking about consistency is everything. If you're not posting 3 times a day, the goal in this business, guys, is to master the 2-hour workday. That's the beauty of this business that we just get is create content for just 2 hours. If you can master the 2-hour workday, I'm telling you, your life will be completely different because and you stay patient, but just master the 2-hour workday, create that content, and just stay consistent. Guys, it's everything. Like this business is not going to work for you if you're creating content on Monday and then you wait till Thursday to create content, or you're doing one video and like you just can't do that. You have to mimic and watch all the top earners. If you go watch all the top earners, you'll see that their content is consistent. Michelle, mine, Victoria, Tim, Marianne, everybody's content is consistent. And that's the reason why those people are having success. It ain't that they have a different program or nothing. We've all got the same program, the same mentor, the same training, everything. The only thing that's different is our work ethic, guys. And consistency is everything. Like I'm not where I'm at without any consistency, guys. So it's you have to be consistent. It's a non-negotiable. Okay, let me see. What time is it? Okay, I'm gonna do about a couple more.
Rosanna, I've unmuted her. She should be able to unmute now.
Okay, Suzanne. Roseanne.
Yes,
Okay.
hi. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much again for the opportunity. Appreciate it, Darrell. You're doing amazing here. You're just on fire on a different level. We are learning so much. I appreciate it. I've been a great fan of your page too. Although I have 2 quick questions. I hope I'm going to make it short. I don't want to take your time. I know you're in a hurry. So my first question is regarding faceless accounts. How we can escalate that followers and content building on faceless accounts. I know you don't do much, but perhaps you can give your feedback or opinion.
See, it's hard for me to comment on faceless because I don't do faceless. But if I had to do faceless, I say you want to be using like good word tracks. You want to be using like good captions and good pictures or good photos. And if it's videos, you want to be using like really engaging videos, videos that's catching people's eyes. I wish I had more to say about faces, but I can't, because I don't do any faceless. I maybe a question you may have to ask Michelle or something.
Okay.
I'm just
All
not
right.
really, I'm not really good at the faceless. I only do video content.
Well, fair enough. That's understanding. And the second part of it is for the groups, you know how we have in the communities a group to join in groups. Do you have your own community groups that's already created? Perhaps we can participate in, or do you recommend anywhere to go and how we can do it? Because I've been trying to get into a group and it's been a little bit challenge. I have still yet not, and I'm new here, of course.
Okay. No, I don't have any of the groups. I think what I'm fixing to do though, I'm fixing to do one of the subscription live things on TikTok where people can come in, and I think we have a couple of people inside the community who are doing those, just providing value and stuff like that. So, giving away nuggets and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to start up one of those, but right now I don't have any type of program like that. I think Michelle does, or Amy, somebody like that, Victoria, I think they do that. But I don't at the moment, but I'm going to. Is she off? Okay, I'm gonna ask one, I'm gonna try to do one or two more. So let me say, Jay. Hey, Jay. Okay, I'm gonna go to Jennifer Huminiki. I don't know if I'm killing her name or not.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Jay. Sorry, I couldn't
Oh,
unmute.
sorry. Okay, all right, Jay.
No probs. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thanks. It's so nice to meet you. I love your content.
Thank you.
And I'm being so blonde. Let me just put my camera on so you can see me. Hi. I just wanted to ask, it might sound like a little bit of a weird question, but when you discuss your story and your pain points, do you pick one pain point for the day for all three of your videos, or do you just pick three different ones and make it within the day?
It just kind of depends. Like with my content, I just kind of like, once I start talking, it's like I just kind of I go off into, it's like it's like I'm picturing what I used to go through, what I was dealing with when I'm talking to my audience. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like if I'm
Yes.
talking about the working 60 to 70 hours a week, that's something I used to do as a welder. And so like I'm just, again, I'm formatting my content with my 5 shares. With my 5 shares. So I'm talking about in all of my content, I may talk about that pain point, right? I may use
Yeah.
a hook. I may say, are you tired of working 60 to 80 hours a week, right? It could be a hook, but I'm always converting back to my 5 shares. It's just worded differently, right? But
Okay.
so because when you ask questions about that, because nobody really in their right mind wants to be working 60 to 80 hours, 70 hours a week. So
No.
I think once you start talking about the program and the skills that you're able to learn and just working 2 hours a day around your family and the stuff and the things that you're able to do, and then with your call to action, people are just gonna be attracted to that. Everybody's not going to, but some people are, and you don't need everybody to.
Okay.
You just need only the ones who are interested in what you're doing.
Okay.
So
And that
I may do it. I may do it. I may do one in a different video. I may do one about working 60, 70 hours a week. I may do one about not spending any time with their family. I may do one about, not being able to travel. It just kind of depends. I may do one about someone who's living paycheck to paycheck. I do it in a different video though.
Okay, but it doesn't matter if it happens in the same day. You haven't found that
No.
it does something weird.
No, it don't.
Okay, and then this is also gonna negativity, like the most part of your story that I've picked up is the fact that you lost your job, like you walked in and it was done. You put that in and then you flip everything to positive. So that's like a main thing, because it's one thing I struggle with, especially the last 2 months. I had to do a lot of mindset training, thank goodness. And Michelle, if you're still listening, yours literally hit home for me, got me out of my funk. I struggled so much, or I still struggle. I almost have to like make my video and then I replay it to hear if I'm saying too negative, and then I have to flip it into a positive because I struggle because everything right now is just negative. I wake up, boss is negative. This is negative. I'm just like, how is this all the time? So do you find that putting any negativity in your video is actually a bad thing, or is it kind of makes it a little bit more relatable? Just
Well,
be
I
choosy
don't
on what you
use it as
say.
a negative thing. I just use it as a relatable life event. People are really
Yeah.
getting fired. People are really losing their jobs. I just did a video where a guy was at his job for 40 years and got fired. So I don't look at it like it's a negative. I look at it like, okay, this is something that's really happening in today's world that a lot of people can relate to. That's relatable content, right? So I
Okay.
use that because it's relatable, and then I flip it over and let people know, hey guys, yeah, I lost my job, but the good thing about it is that I discovered digital marketing, and now I'm able to build and learn high income skills that has allowed me to build a successful business online, working 2 hours a day. So I use that. I ain't gonna say negative, but I use that where me getting fired, which is something that happens to a lot of people. And so now, hey, it's okay if you got fired. You can learn a high income skill, following a simple blueprint, working 2 hours a day that can help you build a successful business and give you true time and financial freedom.
Okay, cool. So I might just be overthinking it.
You are overthinking
Just
it.
keep overthinking it. Cool. And then can I ask you before you go, so many people are asking in the comments if you can please drop your TikTok handle because they're not following you and everyone is asking for your handle. So I just thought I'd put it out there for everybody.
All right, I'll try
And
to.
thank you so much. Have a great
Absolutely.
day.
Okay, I'm gonna take one more. Jennifer Humanicki.
Humanecki.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Everyone messes it up. Don't worry. Thank you very much for your time, first of all. Appreciate it because I know it's precious. So thank you for that from all of us. I'm sure everyone is thankful. Jay kind of hit on a little bit what I was going to ask, and also Michelle answered one of John Thomason's questions. But the 3 pieces of content that Michelle always says to do, my thing was 3, meaning like if I post something to Instagram, because that's my main platform.
I'm 40 and I'm just living my best life. Are you living your best life, or are you living your life through somebody else?
I don't know who that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. That's okay. So if I post to Instagram, say, I'm going to send it, it's also sharing it to Facebook, and I also share it to TikTok, I'm assuming it's not considered 3 content in a day. You want 3 different pieces, and then you can send them out to the
that's
other
what
2.
I do. I create 3 pieces of content.
Okay, different.
What I'll do is I can, like, a lot of time I'll share that content to my Facebook. I'll put it in, I may share like a couple of those pieces of content in my Facebook stories or my Instagram, or, I may post on I may post them on my Instagram page. I'm sharing. I'm posting them in my Instagram stories, or my Facebook stories, or even on my Facebook page. But I always every day I create 3, like literally 3 different pieces of videos, and I try to go live every day. So technically 4 pieces of content. There's been times where I went live and created 2 pieces of content, but I try to create 3 and then go live.
Okay, I haven't gone live yet, but posting to Instagram, that same reel, I'll post the stories, like you said, that's okay. And it'll go to Facebook stories or whatnot. It doesn't seem redundant.
No.
Posting the same thing.
No, because you're always gonna get a different audience every time. You're gonna get different people. You're gonna get different people looking at your videos, whether they're in your Facebook story, they're in the reels. You're gonna have a different set of audience because people are doing all types of things throughout the day. So whether it's the same video or not, you're gonna always have somebody different looking at your content.
Okay, and then to piggyback on what Sandy's question was earlier, about the comments that you post. Some people will say, hey, I just sent you a DM. Is it better to just post it right there under their comments so everybody can see what you commented to that person? Or is it better just to DM them?
No, you want to see, we think that everybody sees it, but the thing about it is when a person is commenting, they're not commenting looking at what everybody else has sent you. That's why they're just looking at what what they're only going to respond to your CTA. So they're not looking in the comments and most people aren't looking in the comments and seeing where you done sent all this information to people. So you want to be responding right up under the comment. If they say, even if they tell me, hey, send me a DM, I still post it in the comments.
Okay,
I don't send DMs unless they send me a DM.
I see.
But you want to be posting it in the comments.
Okay, and last thing really quick was, do you think with I don't know, with Instagram, you don't do much with Instagram? You do more?
I just be sharing stuff on Instagram. I don't do much on Instagram. I did a live. I did my first Instagram live the other day because I want to start doing more on Instagram, but pretty much I just kind of share stuff on Instagram.
Okay, because sometimes it's a rumor going around that now at the moment stories is what's being pushed out more versus reels. I don't know if you heard any of that or if anybody has, but
I don't know any. I wish I could help you. I don't know
that's
much
fine.
about it.
I was just curious what you heard or not.
Okay.
But thanks again. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
Okay, Michelle, that's all I'm going to be able to do today. Guys, I know I didn't, I was trying to load my TikTok handle, but I can't get to it. But if you guys send me a message or whatever, I'll be happy to send you guys a TikTok handle. I'll post it inside the community. As a matter of fact, I do a post where I post my TikTok handle inside the community. You guys can follow me and check out some of my content. Just want to say I appreciate the training. Hopefully you guys, hopefully I was able to help you guys. If you guys have any questions about anything, or you need any help from me, or you want to do an interview with me on your videos or whatever, guys, I promise I'm all up for that stuff. I love doing that. I'm just trying to help anybody in any way I can to bring as much value to you guys' page as possible. Because my goal is just like Michelle's. I'm hoping everybody's able to hit 6 figures, whether it's in a year or whatever it may be. I just want to see everybody successful, because with this program that she has created, man, there's so much. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So I'm just super excited to be here and super excited to be a part of the program. And hopefully I'll get to do another training. I've got a lot of stuff I love to share. So I just want to thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Darrell, so much. And yes, we want you to come back. And I love your idea of doing a subscriber live. You definitely need to do that.
All righty. All right,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys.